All right, let's bring in now NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber. Jesse, welcome back. You joined us yesterday to talk more about the two motions set to be argued from the defense. But as Alex laid out for us, we know that there are also four from the prosecution. What stands out to you from the prosecution side?
Yeah, first, let me just say excellent reporting by Alex. I've been following his Twitter feed all today. He's giving us an inside look on what's happening in that courtroom. Well, their motions are kind of tied to what the defense is arguing regarding a protective order regarding the DNA evidence. So it's related to what the defense wants. So the defense wants more information about the DNA. The prosecution says, no, there should be a protective order and certain material should not be shared over with the defense. And then, of course, there is this question, and happened last night, where the prosecution fought back against what the defense said a few weeks ago. As we recall, the defense said that the grand jury indictment should be thrown out, that the grand jurors were instructed improperly, that there were problems in the grand jury selection process. Well, the prosecution responded yesterday and said that is not the case at all. If you look at the Supreme Court law, under Idaho Supreme Court law, it is very clear what the standard should be for a grand jury. They were instructed properly. Even if grand jurors mistakenly filled out something wrong on a questionnaire or left something out, that is not grounds to throw it out. So they are trying to go full steam ahead and make sure this trial happens and happens on time.
All right, so Jesse, we know the defense wants a stay in this trial, at least a delay. The prosecution, though, is arguing about maintaining Kohberger's right to a speedy trial. So we have this back and forth. If this doesn't start in October, as it is currently scheduled, when do you think it's likely to begin?
So it's tough to say, right? Imagine the defense gets everything they want. Imagine they say, they convince the judge that there were problems in the grand jury selection process and they need to investigate it a little bit further. Let's say they're handed over all of the investigative methods behind genetic genealogy. That is going to take time for the defense to go through. And I've said it before, I will say it again. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets pushed off into 2024. Will that happen? Your guess is as good as mine, but I just don't see this trial happening in October with so many outstanding issues. And of course, this is a death penalty case. Getting a jury in such a high-profile case in that jurisdiction and a death-qualified jury, I think the jury selection process could take weeks in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we're also talking about not one murder, but four. So, Jesse, let's talk about alibi here, because right now the defense is saying Kohberger was driving around that night, but not claiming to be at a specific location at a specific time. So is this really a plausible defense is my question. He was somewhere, but we won't tell you where nor when.
It's a defense. It's not quite an alibi. The way I understand it under Idaho law, and the reason the prosecution has been really holding the defense's feet to the fire, is because if you're going to say that, you need to show where you were, what time you were there, and any corroboration. Do you have any supporting documentation, surveillance tapes, eyewitnesses that saw you at this place, records, financial records, phone records, anything that can point you there? And the defense hasn't said that. So it seems to me, I could be speculating, that maybe Bryan Kohberger told his defense counsel, yeah, I wasn't there, I was driving around, but he hasn't really given them much to prove that at this point. Now, they have indicated in the past that they'll show his alibi by cross-examining some of the state's witnesses to show that he really wasn't where the state says he was. But I think today is going to be important to get a little bit more clarification on the alibi defense, and if the defense has to show anything more in order to prove it.
All right, and just, Jesse, before we let you go, there's this DNA evidence, which, we know that the defense is arguing about, the prosecution is really pushing. But what about the phone records? And there's also that surveillance video. I mean, isn't some of that going to be difficult to refute?
Okay, so putting the DNA aside, which again I've said is the critical evidence, the phone records and the surveillance footage is so important because it's going to be very hard for Bryan Kohberger and his team to explain away why he was in that area, why he was near that house, why he was driving that car, again, assuming it was him driving the car, at those high rates of speed. And we know that later on in the day, there is surveillance footage of him exiting that very car. Now, of course, you could say maybe he was out late driving, maybe he was visiting the bars. It just doesn't seem plausible based on everything that we know. But hey, let's see what happens in trial and then try to argue against it. But I think it's going to be very difficult for them.
Yeah, we will certainly see what happens. As always, Jesse Weber, we certainly appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.